Jazz. Wait for the timer here. Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Beer Analysis 101. And like a total dumbass I am, I totally forgot that this week is episode 100 of Beer Analysis 101. Yay! We didn't really plan a special episode. All we have tonight is a fall seasonal from Beau's Night Marzen. It's a full moon. It's not quite a full moon yet, but it's coming soon. I'm actually impressed we have a big turnout tonight, so I'm going to introduce the panel first. Let's go with Redbeard. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. What be going down? People on the panel. Cool. Thanks for having me and stuff.
Who's making the weird noises?
That's not me.
That's probably Greg.
Yeah. Somehow not surprised. Well, he's got the puppy there, so we'll get into that.
Was it me?
Yeah, it was. All right. Guy, who's of course looking at life from the bottom up.
Marzen Unicorn. Guten Tag, good night, Marzen. Bienvenue, Marzen. Sacre bienvenue.
The fuck are you talking about?
Can somebody translate?
Sacre bienvenue.
You have to speak Guyanese, I think.
Yes, we can.
Guyanese.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. You get a can of Night Marzen. So you had actually probably the most trouble. Maybe Greg had the most trouble.
Well, I'm the closest to brewery, so I'm curious to compare the dates on these.
There was no trouble getting it. I just had to buy the pack.
Yeah, exactly. We all have to buy a pack, right?
Well, I was able to buy singles, but we'll get into that. We'll get into the date stamps on our cans because I don't think mine's the freshest, but we'll get into that in a bit. Let's go over to Greg. How you doing tonight, Greg?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay.
Not just doing okay. I hear you have a new family member.
Yeah, this is Arnold. He wishes to say hello, and he also likes beer, but we're not letting him drink beer until he's at least another couple weeks old.
Is that one stuffed too?
No, the stuffed one is here.
Fake Max.
We got them both. We got the whole family here. We're all good.
Do you tell the new dog that you better behave or you're going to be like this?
Yeah, this is the rules we established. So we're going to give him a few weeks to try and get his act together, and if not, then we'll maybe third time will be the charm.
All right.
No, we're not going to stuff him.
No,
he's too expensive to stuff.
Yeah. And did you clean his snots up?
Yes, he's actually got 3 kinds of diseases already. He's got upper respiratory infection and 2 kinds of worms. He's on medication for all of them. So
good. All right, get that puppy taken care of. He's cute.
Oh, yeah, he's good. He's good.
All right, let's move on to Mr. On the Mobile. Whoops, I meant to do something different. But hey, Chris, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. It's pretty funny because I watched the actual when you went live and we all held up the beer like this. It's actually pretty goddamn funny because we're all doing something stupid with the beer can, which is pretty funny. I'm sure Jamie will have a blast doing that one into a GIF. But yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to doing this beer. I've heard so many bad things about it, so let's do it.
You make it sound so promising on the intro here, dude.
No spoilers. I haven't had it yet, but whatever.
All right, so if I do
Whatever.
this, all right, let's move over to the 5th contestant. Last, but not last, and certainly not least, Mr. Ash. I'm glad you woke up.
Yeah, I was waiting for your asses, and then I had the invite all along, and I was just a big old dumbass. So I'm not sorry though.
Sorry,
I could have just made you wait another 10 minutes. So, but thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, yeah, thanks for not making me wait like 10, 15, 20 minutes like Greg does. But
I was here early today, Nick. Thank you very much.
You know what, Greg? You actually were here early today, and I'm happy for that.
I did. Oh, sorry, go.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say I did have to travel a great distance for this.
Yeah, I heard you had to go to Niagara Falls for it.
I had to go a whole city over. It was like 10 kilometers.
Damn.
Well, to be fair, you got
10 kilometers.
I know.
Probably Chris was there because he's always there.
For shame. All right. So, first, last, but definitely not least, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, am I on the show? Oh,
yeah, you're on the
sorry,
show.
I was just turning my can into the picture.
Oh, it's so happy now.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, you can put me in the back.
All right.
Everybody draw a Trump face on their thing now.
We'll take him back out, put Redbeard back in because otherwise he gets upset. He's already having a bong rip.
That's what he does.
All right, might as well read some comments while we're here because I'm going to do the beer history. But I see there's a couple in there. Texan Brewing saying everybody's waiting for Nick. No, you're not. And Garrett Gilbert says, "Cheers, Beau's lovers." I wouldn't go that crazy. Anyway, speaking of Beau's, let's get into the beer history here because tonight's beer is, of course, Beau's Night Marzen. I won't go into great detail as we did Beau's history on the Bottle Imp episode and logo tread analysis that we did a while back. But recap is that Beau's was founded by father and son Tim and Steve Beauchesne. Beauchesne. Launched on July 1st, 2006. Their first beer was Beau's Logo Tread Lagerdale. And it's been a smash hit for Beau's ever since their first 3,000-liter batch of Red Tread sold out for the brewery opened. Beau's has grown to become Canada's largest all-organic brewery and is the first Canadian brewery to earn a B Corp certification. On the 10th anniversary of the brewery, Beau's officially sold the company to its employees, subsequently expanded production Canada-wide. Other beers from Beau's include Festival Alt Beer, which is another Lagerdale, Dark Helmet Imperial Schwarzbier, Full-Time IPA, Kissermeyer Nordic Pale, Strong Patrick Irish Red, Tom Green Milk Stout. There's way more than that. Beau's also makes a rotating lineup of numerous beers. Greg, mute yourself. You have to ask if that's you. All right. Beau's also makes a rotating lineup of numerous beers as part of their ongoing Wild Oats, Pro-Am, Farm Table, and B-Sides series. And speaking of the Farm Table series, we've got Beau's Night Marzen tonight, which is a 5.5% ABV, 30 IBU Oktoberfest Marzen-style lager brewed with Munich, Vienna, Carafoam, and Cara Munich malts, as well as Pearl and Strisselspalt hops. First introduced in October 2009 at Beau's first Vankleek Hill on Oktoberfest, Night Marzen has since become a perennial fall seasonal, now part of what I just said, their Farm Table series, and has gone on to win third place at the 2009 National Organic Brewing Challenge from California, and third place. No spoilers there, Redbeard. And third place at the 2014 and 2015 Amber Dark European Lager category at the National Organic Craft Beer Competition, also in California. But now let's let you talk. What's your history with Night Marzen?
Never had Night Marzen. I've had a bunch of beers by Beau's. They're a pretty decent brewery. I've had a few really good beers by them. Mostly they're just kind of middle of the road, I find. Never had this one, super unfortunately, before in my life.
Super unfortunately.
Great
tone to your voice there, Redbeard. All right, let's move on to Mr. Giesef, who's I would imagine has probably had Night Marzen once or twice before.
I had it first time October 3rd in 2012 in Other Growler. And back then, wow. Now I just had it again, and we shall see. But I think about it now.
Okay. All right, let's move on to Grigori.
Hello, Nick.
Hello,
I've had this before on November 1st, 2014. Oh, no, wait, that's the day I started my Untapped account and untapped 500 beers. So I had it sometime before 2014 and don't know what I thought of it. Don't know when I had it. Don't even know if I actually had it. Maybe I was just lying to hanging out with cool kids. I don't know. So this could be an adventure.
It's always an adventure with you, Greg.
I try.
All right. And moving along the line here to Mr. Off the 10th. Chris, what do you think? Have you had this beer before?
I'm just looking right now, and I have not. I just looked on my Untapped. I have not had this beer yet. Like Redbeard and like the rest of us, we've all had a bunch of beers from Beau's. So I'm looking forward to telling you guys what I think of this beer. But no, I have not had this one. I've had a few Marzens in the last few days, and we'll talk about that later.
Nice.
That's all.
Word. All right, Mr. Ashley Sexton.
I was pretty sure I've never had this one, but apparently I have. I had it in 2016 and 2017. I think the reason why I didn't think I've had it is because of the packaging. The last 2 times I had it, according to Untappd, it was in the bottle. So, yeah, just didn't recognize it. Obviously, it didn't strike me as something to remember, but it's a Marzen. Who really remembers Marzens from years past? So, anyways. But just to echo what Chris and everyone else has said, yeah, I've had Beau's product before. Everyone has, so you sort of know what to expect.
Right on. All right, and of course, last but definitely not least, let's go over to Mr. Jamie. What's your history with the Ninth Marzen?
I had 1 can last week. That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay. Cool story, bro.
I've had Lugo Tread a lot and Bottle Imp a lot of times.
Did you just call him Mr. Gee? I'm pretty sure you just call him Mr.
Jamie. Did I accidentally call you Gee?
It's okay.
That's okay. He said.
Whatever.
Jim? Jeff?
This thing.
What?
Jeff?
I don't know. I'm
What?
a little distracted here because I'm actually remembering something. Let's go into my beer history because I forgot altogether that I had actually had this years ago. Apparently, I did it for review number 459 in 2012. So, yeah, apparently I liked it, but I had it back in its original like bottle form. I could have sworn I've had it before, right? And I forgot all about it. No.
Somebody brought it back, or how'd you get that one?
Dale sent it to me.
Figures. Yeah, Dale.
Yeah.
Dale was the first
Right.
one to review it in 2011, I believe.
Like it was probably, I don't know if that's the first time, like 2011 was the first time it was actually released to the public or something. I don't know.
His review, he put it up October 5th. It's actually his first beer review. Beau's Night Marzen.
Nice.
First ever beer review on my channel, and just started watching it there.
Nice. So yeah, let's go back to me because I want the attention right now. Yeah, so I had it years ago and I forgot all about it. That's how forgettable this beer is. Just going back to what Ashley was saying. Other than that, I had it again just this last week, and I didn't realize it was a different beer. I mean, I didn't realize it was the same beer. Yay! Let's go back to the panel. Who wants to read the comments? And I'm going to make sure Redbeard
I'll
is
read them.
set.
I'll read them this time.
Am I always the go-to one that you boot out? Always. The first one in here.
Don't be upset, Redbeard. It's
All right, comments next. Ready? I'll read them.
All
right. Eric Gilbert says, "Cheers, Beau's lovers." We already got that. Ash says, "Cheers, Eric." Hey, Eric. Cheers. Ashley then says, "Hello, viewers. What you drinking?" And then Eric Gilbert replies with, "Cheers, Sexton. Someone turned Trump orange on us."
I wonder who's turning orange here.
Greg. Greg did. Look at him.
Greg has got
Greg's
jaundice
all
right now.
That's because of his.
It's true. It's true. I do look extremely orange on the camera.
Yeah, it's either the trip to the Dominican or the hepatitis you got down there.
Why can't it be both?
Why can't it be both?
Hepatitis orange.
Petite orange? The petite orange? All right, so let's move along to, I don't know. We've already given our beer history. There's not much comments. Anybody ready to talk?
Yeah.
All right, cool story. Let's go to Redbeard.
I really didn't like it the first couple drinks. There was something like really, I don't know, metallic almost about it. Just something was really off. But now that I've had a few more drinks, it's kind of mellowing out, and it's, I don't know. It's all right. I can't recall really any other Marzens I've had in the past. So style-wise, I guess I'd go, I don't know, let's say 7. And overall, I'll give that I'll go 6. I'm not hating it.
Nick, kill that comment up on the screen.
Sorry, just a sec here. Done.
Yeah.
So you said, oh, okay, Red.
I said 7 for the style, 6 for my overall personal preference.
Gotcha. All right. Let's go here to Mr. Gee and see what we might have to run this through Google Translate, but what do you say?
Oh, like the first time I had it, I thought it was amazing. I had, actually got like nutmeg and big fucking sugar and like molasses and whatnot. Now it's like tinny. It's like I was checking my lip if I bled in the beer. I guess somebody else bled in the batch. I'm not sure, but it has like that like tinny metallic aftertaste. It's like I don't know, but it's like powdery brown sugar, sure, big citrus background, but that is not as near as like full bodied as remember the first time. It's just like it's all mellowed down. I know. Maybe a bit low. It's like, I don't know, 5.5 overall. It's style sure 6. It ain't what it used to be. Ain't what it used to be.
Very what used to be.
No.
All right.
Sorry.
So 5.5 for overall and 6 for style. Right on. Let's move over to Mr. Grigori.
I don't even know what to say about this. It's a Marzen. It's good for a Marzen. Actually, the beer kind of matches my complexion right now. It's kind of light, a little bit malty-ish, which it should be. I don't know. Just trying to compare it to other Marzens I've had. I don't know. It's 7. I'll give it for style. 6 overall enjoyment. It's fine. Great beer for episode 100. Thanks.
So what was that again? Sorry, Greg. I missed. You said it real quick.
7 and a 6. Let's go with
7
that.
and a 6.
That's it's middle of the road. I can't really say anything bad about it. It's a fine beer. It's like every other Beau's beer. It's fine.
Alrighty. Anyway, moving on to Mr. Carissa off the 10th. What do you say to this beer? What do you think?
Okay, where to start? Since I'm in my theme month of Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers right now, I'll tell you one thing: this is the furthest away from a Marzen beer you're gonna get. This tastes like a fucking adjunct lager, is what this is tasting like. This is missing the following ingredients for style, in my opinion, on this one. You're missing the caramel sweetness from this beer. This is not a beer that you're pairing with food, as a Marzen beer is supposed to be paired with food. This is missing a little bit more body. This is super thin, but Marzen beers in general aren't super like big bodied or anything like that. They're basically a lager, but with a little bit more malt and sweetness to them. And I find this one is missing the mark on everything. For style, Beau sucks balls on this one. I'm going to say that for style, this is getting a 2 from me. The only reason it's getting a 2 is because it's liquid and it's the right color almost. And for taste and my own personal enjoyment, I'm drinking it because it tastes like a fucking adjunct lager. It's super easy to drink. And, this is actually kind of reminding me of, I want to say, kind of a little bit like a Heineken or a Stella in the actual taste on this one. And metallic, for sure, I got what Guy was saying on this one. But other than that, this is totally missing the mark. And I don't like this beer. I'm only drinking it because I have to right now. I'm not going to dump this one. So my own personal preference, I'll never buy it again. This is getting a 2 as well.
Yikes.
Thanks.
So I think you don't like it then.
Almost good.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's not what it's supposed to be, and I'm really fucking disappointed because I've had a lot of Marzens in the last few days, and this is fucking nothing that I've been drinking at all. That's all.
Nice. Oops. All right, Ashley, what do you think of this beer?
I thought it smelled like shit the moment I poured it out of the can, and it really smelled like shit. And I was just like, "Where the hell is this smell coming from?" I checked my arms. I don't got any shit on my arms, so.
My dog just pooped. That's where it's from.
Well, maybe there we go. I was smelling the shit through the interwebs. As I drank it, though, it sort of mellowed itself out. So I don't know what the hell is going on there, but I was definitely picking up something a little weird. So yeah, the Marzen, the style, It's easy drinking. Supposed to have a touch of extra sweetness, a little bit darker in color. This one, for me, it drinks relatively easily. I like how the bitterness is a little bit earthy, a little bit dirty. I do pick up on that like tinny aftertaste, but I get that a lot in lagers in general, whether or not they're craft lagers or macro. I always get that metallic, tinny, copper coin type taste to it a lot. So it's not throwing me off that much. If I was at like an Oktoberfest festival and someone just kept on passing me these just to drink and it wasn't this brand, like if I didn't know it was Beau's Marzen, I wouldn't be offended to drink this. I probably wouldn't spend $3.35 or whatever it is again, because the price doesn't quite match the quality. I'm not offended to drink it though. Yeah, I mean, for what it's supposed to be, which is just a slightly darker beer to get you into the fall season and get into the darker stuff, but yet still be easy to drink and allows you to eat a lot of food along with it. I think it does the trick. It's not going to set your pants on fire though. So for personal enjoyment, I'll probably give this, I don't know, I'll give it a 6. And for the style, I'll give it a 6.5. It would have been probably a 7 if it wasn't so tinny, but so 6 and 6.5 for style.
Nice. All right, and finally, I'll do this, Mr. Jimmy.
Oh, you letting me back now?
Sorry.
I had this. I bought 2 when I bought this. When I bought this beer, I got 2 cans last week, and I tried one before, and I really didn't like it the first time, and I bought a couple other Marzens to try over the weekend just to see if if it was something that maybe it's just that I don't like the style, and the other beers that I've had in the past, I enjoyed them. They were, it's a Marzen. It's not, something that's going to blow your mind or whatever. But I don't know. For me, it wasn't an enjoyable drink. I wouldn't buy it again. And I actually thought that I was going to be giving it the lowest score. I was pretty shocked with Chris's score there, but I mirrored Ash on the style. I have 6.5. For me, for personal enjoyment, I put 4.5, just because it's just below that. Like I don't know. Like I drank the beer. It's not like I had to dump it out kind of thing. It wasn't like it was gross to me, but I didn't really enjoy it. It just has a little bit of that, and like what Chris said about it's kind of like an adjunct lager. It has a little bit of that sweetness that it's not a good sweetness to it. Like it just has a little bit of a kind of just a weird flavor, and it's just a little bit off for me. So yeah, 4.5. I won't buy it again, and I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Here.
I'm mad. I'm just disappointed.
Now, did adding the happy face in any way enhance the overall experience?
Yeah, probably last week, like with the can as it came from Beau's, I would have given it probably 3s all around. But like this, come on, that's like, it's collective arts right there.
Okay.
Style artwork.
Well, because of you
The
now.
collective artist.
Thanks, Chris.
Basement artist.
Making beer better again. That should be a
What I
slogan.
do.
Marzen.
What I do.
Marzen great again.
I like the goatee on that can. It's fucking gorgeous.
I added that when you came on camera. I was like, oh, I got
That is awesome.
I feel like since the Rhino has left the Falls, I feel like Chris has just slid right into that position.
Mm-hmm.
Goatee position?
I took all his friends. What the fuck?
Yes, you did.
You're studying multiple positions. All right, so let's go to me because I want the attention now. Damn it, I'm drinking out of a big Polliner mug here, which means that yes, I had to gork down 2 cans of this crap.
I did my
All
first
right.
review in the mug like that.
Oh yeah, did you just like do the gauntlet kind of thing? I'm not doing it now. All right. So somebody said this smelled like shit when it opened. Like I didn't notice it the first can I had, but like when I was pouring these two together, I didn't really notice this kind of weird rotten vegetable kind of smell, like old lettuce or something like that. Just that smell it has. It was kind of like it also reminded me like smelling like if you're carving a pumpkin or something. That smell of the raw pumpkin kind of permeates through this. And I know it's not a pumpkin beer, there's no pumpkin in it, but some reason I get that weird kind of off vegetable kind of smell off the top of this one, which doesn't really start your beer drinking experience well. Overall, though, I get the earthy, like the earthy copper coiny metallic bitterness. You get that's something you would get in a normal Marzen anyway. It's just maybe a little amped up because not so much because they used organic hops, but because it's fresher. We're closer to the source, even though my cans are like 2 months old at this point. 7/30, I think July 30th is when they were made. Deal with our age of our cans in a bit, but
I got the same.
yeah. Other than that, it's got this it's caramel, bready, red apple kind of taste, earthy herbal in the back. It's a little too sweet for me, for drinking a Marzen. Like if the intention of this beer is to drink a of course a little bit malty, but a malty lager. It's a little too sweet to be too super enjoyable, but that's something I find that in Sam Adams Oktoberfest too, where it's a little on the sweet side. But I mean. I like Marzens. Yeah, it's not a style that's going to blow your mind, but like it's something to drink with food or something to drink at a festival or something like that. They're actually pretty great beer to drink in a huge mug, something like this. And it's actually something that, and I remember my experience fondly with Polliner when I first had it. But with this stuff right here, it's just too sweet. It's got this weird smell to it, and it gives it kind of this sickly kind of flavor that really doesn't do it for me at all. And smell permeates. There's just something weird about it, and I don't like this as much. I didn't really watch my previous review from 7 years ago because I forgot I even did it. But I obviously don't like it as much today, and maybe it's a bit like everybody else's experience playing into it. But yeah, overall, my opinion of it is I'm going to give it 6.5 for the style. And 6 overall. I'm drinking it. I'm gonna finish it. It's just I wouldn't necessarily want to gravitate to drinking this again over any other kind of Marzen I have available. All right, so let's.
I'm doing the scores, Nick, just so you know.
Oh, you're doing the scores? Okay, let me.
I'll put them in the side.
Sure. Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna.
All right, going back to the comments.
Let's go back to the comments.
Right now, we've got Tekumuri coming in going, huh? And then I say, yo, Eric, yo, E, Ewart. Then we got Eric Gilbert coming in going, Beau sucks balls. Or balls.
Balls.
It's true.
And that's it.
True. And that's about it. Not a lot of comments today.
7:30.
People watching.
Oh, I guess same thing as Jamie. 7:30.
They're all July 30th because they all decided to brew brew this shit all at the same fucking time and can it all at once.
Wow.
Well, they say.
So they say. This is my next beer later. I've already had this. I'm having this year's version of it. I'm gonna try it.
That's the gauntlet beer.
Is that a variant?
I'm gonna bring this one down in up in temperature because it's last time I had this when I reviewed the Chocolate Blossom from Mill Street. It was too cold when I drank it, so I'm gonna actually let it warm up a bit.
Microwave.
I have some
killing time right now. Go ahead, Redbeard.
I have some Blood of Cthulhu for later.
No, it's next week. 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Don't drink it all.
To Cthulhu?
Blood of Cthulhu. Sawdust City's amazing.
Don't touch it.
I've never had it.
Oh. You should have.
I haven't had a lot of Sawdust City stuff that you can't normally get all the time. Can you get Blood of Cthulhu right now or not?
Yep, LCBO.
Yep.
You can. Oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna grab it.
It's in the area, man. It's good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Last time I drank that,
I've never reviewed it, so I'm gonna hold that until I'll grab it. What's the style on it?
It's an imperial stout with like raspberries and cherries and some other berry I can't think of.
Cranberry.
It's fucking delicious.
Perfect for November. For sure.
But right before I drank it, I puked in the
Well,
toilet
yeah.
at the Union 613 bar. I puked, then I drank that beer after.
Oh, that must have been nice.
What a classy fella.
As long as you didn't
Doesn't-
drink your puke, because that just would have been gross.
I wouldn't.
No, I'd have to charge for that.
Mix them together, make a smoothie.
So many fancy beers at night.
I'm sure if Greg had a whole night of imperial stouts, he'd probably drink his puke just to get it
But
back.
there, the toilet
Well,
is
there's
right.
only one way to find out.
I was with Greg during an evening of Imperial Stouts.
But
all we have is
the
pizza.
the toilet
Yeah,
over
but
there.
you put your finger in my mouth that night, and I accepted it.
It's a good
Just
time.
saying, Union 613, the speakeasy is right beside the toilet. It's like behind a bookshelf. They open, so I'm sure everybody in there heard me puke.
Okay, I didn't understand that.
Union 613 has a speakeasy behind the bookshelf.
Do you know another thing that brings down the score of this beer?
What's that?
It says Night Marzen in it, and I don't know, just does that not kind of come across as maybe this beer is going to be
Dark.
a little more malty or dark, or
Well, the fact that it says amber lager on the side.
should
where it
say
says
lunch Marzen. It's like bland Marzen, or I don't know, just
Late afternoon snack, Marzen.
The one from 2012 was awesome.
that's more chocolate to it or something.
This one
This
is
This
just
should be the Harvest Marzen.
The
this
scores.
is just like
The scores are on the screen.
gross.
There it is.
This beer was not loved.
No, it wasn't. It shouldn't have been because this is not what it's supposed to be.
Mm.
Honestly,
I don't think it's terrible, but I
That's
just don't. I'm not really preferring it. Let's just put it that way. It's just
no, neither am I.
Someone's taking a shit in the barn today.
I like it, like the picture you got. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I found the graphic online and then kind of expanded on it, where I added some of the stuff for like some of this stuff right here.
It's too dark on the can. It looks I like the way it looks there. It's too dark on the can, in my opinion.
Well, it's supposed
Look-
to be at night.
Look better in a
That's
growler.
your picture still looks at night. This looks like actual night with no like zero and like the size of that moon. That would light things up. Come on now.
The can should have been fucking blue. I'm black instead of blue for one thing. If it's nighttime, Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
It's blue nuit. It's blue.
we're
It's softcore
really-
time.
Yeah, we're overanalyzing this again. That's beer analysis.
What we do, man. That's what we do.
Overanalyzing anal.
Anal ISIS. Anal ISIS.
All right, so yeah,
We got a question in the comments after you do you did the scores. I got a question in the comments.
uh,
It says, "What is next week's macro lager, sons?"
fuck. Who said that, Eric Gilbert?
Yeah.
Well, the joke's on him because there is no beer next week. We are actually going to do something different next week because I'm saving. I forgot all
Mojitos?
about. Here's the thing.
Mojitos Wednesday?
Yeah, right.
What?
what?
For a second there, I thought he said Marco Lager. He did say Marco Lager. Marco Polo. All right, so let's go to me for a second here. We'll just talk about next week's beer. We're not doing next week's beer because I figured that what we'll do is that I forgot all about episode 100, so sorry. But we're beer analysis 101, so I'm thinking we should celebrate on 101 then.
Yeah, that just worked out
Because we're like that. Yeah. But we're gonna do a different thing next week as part of the party for all taking all this off. We're gonna do a cellar night next week. We often talked about. I think we talked about in May at the beer festival about doing like a style night or bring your own beer kind of night. But we're gonna do something out of your cellar. So everybody who wants to come on the panel, grab something out of your cellar, come on the panel. We'll talk about your beer, and then
Yay.
we won't do like combined scores or anything, but we'll bring you on. What's your experience with this beer to do all that shit? But for you, do your own thing. Bring your own beer. Be like BYOBA 101.
Cold 45.
Yeah, right.
I'm excited.
Cellar age Cold 45. Yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll return the week after with a special episode 101 of the standard beer analysis 101. How's that? Sound good?
a special
Sounds good to me,
Halloween
finally.
version.
Woo, we're changing it up.
Yep. All right. And of course,
Yay.
Greg, I know you got some amazing shit in your cellar that you can finally dig out for next week.
I don't think it's that amazing. It's
Double
you guys
Tempest.
probably know what I'm going to pull out.
Double Tempest.
I was gonna say he's just gonna pull out a double.
Or
Tempest.
bring out your dead.
Yeah, I mean, like my
Or a penis.
cellar's not that amazing. I just have a lot of the same shit.
Yeah, because you buy a lot of the same shit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
So next week we're bringing our own shit. Woo!
Bring your own beer next week. BYOB.
Double dare Chris to open up that stupid can of fucking
Liquid Art Fest.
Liquid Art
Oh, wait
Fest.
a minute. Where is it? The one I'm cellaring right here? Hold on, wait.
Celery.
Let's see if I can find it. Wait.
What?
There it is. Right here.
Sitting
You
on-
immediately had it underneath your couch.
Are you
I
sitting on?
conveniently have it underneath the coffee table right now.
Are you-
It's
are you-
cellaring in the.
Are you like fart aging that?
He's keeping it. He's hoping he's gonna hatch like an egg.
It's a little baby egg. He's gonna like feed it from his mouth.
He's got it hidden down with the rest of his cans of IPA number 5 that he's saving for posterity.
Oh, God, he's tearing up the couch.
That picture on it is what's going to pour out of it.
Oh, look what else I found. Holy shit.
What the fuck?
Wait, wait.
Is that still there from when I?
Yeah. Oh, I got a Keller.
Oh God, Joe gave that to me.
Oh, we got some dank wood.
Oh,
That's
you can,
actually been
you can
selling
suck.
pretty good.
That actually probably be okay. You suck your dank wood.
Chocovisa.
That's the one you should probably open next week.
Nope, I'm doing Sukaba. And then we've got the hollow. We've got
Okay,
this guy
I think I found it at the LCBO there
the
last week.
trooper.
It's weird that you still have all the beers that I left there. You never sent to me, but you
Oh
still
no, I
haven't drank
gotta
them
blow all the dust off of them, but yeah, they're still
yet. You never gonna
2
send
years
them to me.
ago.
Do you still have that? Do you still have that bottle of Lindeman's Faro?
Actually, the one with the foil on the top?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's in the fridge downstairs.
nice. You should say that for the
That
next
shit fucking
bottle
open
share.
it.
Save it for the next bottle share because that's actually a bottle that Joe sent me in the very first beer mail back in 2013.
Jamie just went and got something interesting.
It's old. It is old. It's like a 2012 bottle of
Showing
Faro.
off this cellar. I've got some of the best stuff here.
I do have rack.
Mother
Oh,
Night.
what's that?
Ooh, holy shit. Okay, hang on a second.
What
I
is
have full
this?
screen
What is
here.
that? Hold on.
You
Let me
must
see.
Google it.
Sorry.
What is it? Oh, the barrel aged
Oh, I
Queen.
got that too. I might drink that.
And was it the Mother
Oh.
Night or something like that from?
Oh, barely drag queen. Nice.
Jamie, is that
There's
the
two good
vanilla?
ones. I'm going to hold up two other good ones. So here's from Wellington. This is their Dissolved Splendor. And I have a bottle of Sydenham.
Jesus Christ!
Oh God! Oh, God.
You're one
Oh, chili beer.
So you decide, vote, viewers.
Yes,
Oh, God.
make him drink this in the hand.
Fuck. That's gonna be amaze balls.
Eric Gilbert says the LCBU cellar is for you. Why sell beer in Ontario?
That's true. You can get all
That's
sorts
true.
of
Say LCBU.
Yes. No, I said
If
LCBU.
anyone wants some cellared CBS from the spring, I think it's down to like $6 a bottle or something.
Okay,
Jamie,
take
that
me out
Rat
of this.
Queen, Jamie, that Rat Queen you got, is that the vanilla one that you gave me?
No, this is just the normal barrel aged.
Oh,
Rat
I
Queen.
might do maybe I'll do the vanilla one you gave me.
Sure, I'll do this one. If I can make it, I'll do this one.
Yay. What's next week? Yeah, I should be.
Tastes like the one Chris has, but it doesn't have vanilla in it.
Oh my God.
Can you get me up this?
Drink it at room temp.
I'm really uncomfortable right now.
Nick, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Jamie's all in the spotlight. I'm totally gifting this right now. Oh, never mind.
All right. Sorry, with that I'm distracted.
Nick's looking at his dick.
I'm not. Look at my phone.
Oh, okay.
He's taking pictures of it.
It looks suspicious.
Well, I could be taking dick pics. You don't know that.
We assume you are.
But anyway, let's end this. Let's go to the after chat. Jesus Christ, Nick.
Yeah.
We're 38 minutes in. Let's go.
All right. Let's do this whole after chat thing. We'll come back in a few minutes with the after chat. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Eric Gilbert, who's probably the only one watching. Actually, we got 7 people viewing.
Penis.
We've got Takamura, I think is in there, but fuck you. We got, of course, me. We got Redbeard. We got Chris. We got Greg. Let's take a Greg and add Guy because he's here too. Sorry, Guy, been in the background for a little bit. We got Ashley Sexton, of course, Jamie, Happy Face Jamie, who is currently autographing his artwork.
That's
There we
fucking
go.
awesome.
Surprised it didn't
Guess
drive.
what?
It didn't, surprised it didn't drive penis.
Redbeard looks awesome with his new couch. Woo!
All right, let's full screen Redbeard so he can send us off.
I can't.
Send us
I'm not
off
using
with some
OBS right
penis.
now.
Oh, you're not.
Failed.
Oh,
Penis. Big fat penis. Juicy penis.
Juicy penis?
That's what he
Just,
wants.